Bedingham runs riot with unbeaten 184. Leicestershire pulled off quite a feat against Worcestershire last time out. Hassan Azad and Björn Hendricks held out for an impressive draw. That was the same result Durham achieved, but perhaps with more of a missed opportunity there. They'd hoped to avoid that back at the Riverside, put into bat in their first home match of the season. They'd start without England international Alex Lees, and the opener was noticeable by his absence when Michael Jones let a Chris Wright delivery clatter into his pads, out LBW for 5. Keegan Peterson was making his Durham debut, but won't look back fondly on his first innings, out-chopping Davis onto his off-stump for 2. The hosts had just 34 on the board when Borthwick fell to Barnes for 2, Leicestershire on an early charge. Dixon and Bedingham were more resolute than the partnerships that had come before them, finally breaching 50 shortly before lunch. They'd head into the break at 65 for 3, Leicestershire enjoying the better of the first session. Durham kept Leicestershire at bay after lunch, and they pushed the score along too, the partnership worth 50 as they headed for 3 figures. A Bedingham boundary had them to 100, the overpitched delivery dispatched with aplomb. And while Bedingham scored runs for fun last season, it was a turn of Sean Dixon to enjoy the limelight, up to 50 with a sedate single down the ground off Colin Ackerman. The spotlight quickly shifted back to the number 5 though. Bedingham had bludgeoned his way through the innings and joined his colleague on 50, scored off 65 balls. With a booming pull-over mid-wicket for 6, Bedingham took Durham to 150. He wasn't done there though. Another off Davis had the value of the 4th wicket duo heading towards 150, a figure they reached with a Bedingham single off the back foot. And there was more to come from him. His 10th 4 was perhaps the pick of the session, down the ground for 4 runs and up to 100 runs off 144 balls just before tea. They were still together at the break. The score 227 for 3. Dixon 1 run away from joining his partner on a ton, and Durham taking charge. Dixon didn't have long to wait for his 100, finding the single first ball after the break, up to the mark off 181 balls. Another would then take the value of the 4th wicket duo to 200 runs. They were stamping their authority on this game. A reverse sweep from Dixon then ticked the score past 250 runs. How far could these two make it? The answer, 265. The impressive partnership at an end 3 runs shy of the club record against Leicestershire, when Barnes had Dixon out LBW for a scintillating 120. Eckersley, his replacement, would only be able to contribute 12 runs before Davis found his pads, and up went umpire Debenham's finger. With an on-drive to the ropes, yet another fine shot from Bedingham took Durham to the 300 mark, and another, cut for 4, took the Durham star to 150 off 214 balls, following in the footsteps of Lee's last time out. In response, Barnes took the wicket of his partner Travaskis, well held low down by Swindles. Rain joined Bedingham at the crease and took Durham to 350 runs with a boundary, and they'd finished the day soon after, the score now 356 for 6. Importantly for the hosts, Bedingham would return on day 2 and on 184. He'll be looking to convert that into a double ton early on Good Friday. The Foxes will be on the hunt. Quick wickets the name of the game for them as they try and peg back Durham.